I'm Susan with Yoga for the Masses with Susan, and I am glad that you've joined me today. Today, we're going to do some heart openers. So, we're going to be thinking about expanding through the chest, opening up through the collarbones. We'll get some good breathing in and some good movement because our theme for today is check it off. So maybe there's something that you have been wanting to check off of your list, and today or sometime this week, it is going to happen. So join me on your mat. We usually do yoga in our bare feet. So let's go ahead and find those comfy bare feet onto your mat or onto your hard surface. We've got Lager here and he wants to go inside. So we'll let him inside. And perhaps he'll want to come back outside, but for now he'll just be inside. Okay. All right. So let's start at the top of our mat. We're going to have our feet hip distance apart. We'll find ourselves in mountain pose. Mountain pose is a wonderful centering pose. So the feet are hip distance apart. We'll think about our big toe, pinky toe, and heel, making that triangle. The crown of our head is going up towards your ceiling, or if you're outside, it's going up towards your sky. Let's let our shoulders relax. Palms are facing forward. And maybe you close your eyes today and see how that feels. Maybe you feel a little slight sway, or perhaps you feel very still. There's no right or wrong. Soften through the shoulders. We'll take one more breath here. Big inhale and exhale. And from here, our arms are by our side. We'll sweep the arms up overhead. Inhale. And on your exhale, let's take that forward fold, hinging at your hips, coming forward, tucking the chin, and just getting a nice stretch in the back of the legs. Maybe move your head from side to side. Let's reverse, slight bend in the knees, draw the body up. We'll let prayer hands come down to heart center. And we'll build on from here. So we'll stand in that mountain pose, feet hip distance apart. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Maybe you look up. Breathe this day. Exhale, forward fold, leading with your heart. We'll take a hold of opposite elbows, tuck the chin, slight sway. And then from here, releasing the arms down. Maybe your fingertips touch the mat, or maybe your hands come to your shins. Let's take a breath here. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, come on down. Let's step our right foot back to a runner's lunge. We'll frame our left foot coming up onto your fingertips for support. Press your heel back. And then let's lower our right knee down to the mat. We'll inhale, draw arms up overhead. So we're just waking up that entire body, lifting the arms up, side body stretch here. And then here's where we're going to incorporate our heart opener. We'll draw the elbows wide to the side, expanding space through the fingers. Maybe you look up and draw those shoulder blades together, opening up your heart. Inhale, arms reaching up, framing your left foot, fingertips come to the mat. Curl your right toes, lift your right knee, and let's step our right foot forward and reverse. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, arms coming up. And exhale, hands coming down to heart center. We'll do that on the other side. So feet hip distance apart. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Look up. Exhale, lead with your heart. Forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Hands come to your shins. Think about elongating through your back, crown of the head, all the way to your tailbone. Fingertips come down to the mat. Bend the knees. Let's step that left leg back. Runner's lunge. We'll lower left knee down. Inhale, arms coming up. That left foot could either have the toes curled or you have your left foot flattened. We're finding that length in the side body and then pulling the elbows wide to the side, expanding through those fingers, looking up, melting the heart. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, hands frame the right foot. Curl your left toes, lift your left knee, and step your left foot forward and reverse. Arms coming up and hands down to heart center. Next, we'll come into a high lunge. It's always wonderful, that high crescent lunge. So let's take our right foot forward. I'll face towards you. Right foot forward, left foot's going to be back, and we've got our feet where we can think about railroad tracks and not a balance beam. So we have that nice support. We're going to take that nice bend in our right knee, and our left leg is going back. So we're on the ball of our right foot. Inhale, arms coming up. We're going to take that same chest opener that we did before. Palms are facing towards each other at first. Get that side body length. Find a spot that isn't moving, set your gaze. From here, we're fanning those palms out. Take those elbows wide to the side, and then maybe test your balance here as you open your heart just a little bit more, expanding. Again, remember, we're creating that space. Maybe you look up, find a spot that isn't moving. I'm looking at a big puffy cloud right now. Inhale, arms coming up. We'll bring our arms down by our side and let that left foot come forward and shake it out. In our area in the Midwest, we've had a lot of rain. So to be able to be outside and see some blue sky, it is a treat. All right, so let's take our left foot forward, right foot's getting me back. Remember, we've got our railroad tracks that we're working with. Hips are facing forward, shoulders are forward, and then let's inhale, reach the arms up. We'll let those palms face towards each other at first, lengthening through side body, nice bend in that left knee, and then let's take those elbows wide to the side, expanding through the hands, opening your heart, looking up for balance, breathing. Maybe see if you can lean back just a little bit more. Hug those shoulder blades together in the back. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come down and foot comes forward, and let's shake that out. All right, the next one we're going to do is we're going to come into camel pose. It's another nice heart opener. So I'm going to show you first where we're going to be putting our hands, and that way then when we come down to our mat, you'll already kind of have a vision of what you're going to be doing with your hands. So we're going to take our fingers so that they're facing down, and then placing them just right at the small of your back. And I want you to think about drawing your elbows together, and then we'll take it from there. So I always like to say, if you need some knee support to fold your mat, I can go ahead and show you how that looks. So to fold your mat, just pick it up and then fold it just so you have that nice cushion for your knees. If you're at home, you can always have a towel or a blanket for that knee support. Okay, so here we are thinking about having our hips, like if I was right up against the wall there, my hips would be touching the wall. So what you think about lengthening your hips forward, drawing them forward, and we really need to grow out of the small of our back. I don't want you to have any pinching. And remember, always listen to your body. You certainly know it best. So you could either have your feet flat on the floor, or sometimes it's nice to have a little kickstand with your toes. So we could curl our toes. Just make sure that you keep your heels nice and straight. We're not going to let the feet flare out. We're going to let the heels flare out. So the heels are nice and straight. I'm going to go ahead and have that kickstand. And then let's put those hands at the small of our back, and we're drawing the elbows in towards each other. When you feel steady, now maybe you just look straight ahead today. Or if you'd like, maybe let your eyes just slowly start to gaze up as your chest comes open, nice and steady, breathing nice and easy. Never want to hold your breath. So we're opening up through our heart, drawing the hips forward. And then let's come out of this. We'll let the tops of our feet rest. A nice counter pose to this is a child's pose. So let's go ahead and sit back onto our heels so the tops of our feet are flat. And we'll let the arms come forward and soften the heart towards our thighs. Maybe the forehead rests on your mat, or you could stack your fists and have a nice pillow for your forehead. We'll take a couple breaths here. And then from here, let's come into a down dog. You could still keep your mat folded where your knees are, that's perfectly fine. We'll take our hands out, curling your toes, and we'll lift the hips up into that inverted V. Downward facing dog is such a great pose. It's total body awareness. So we've got our tailbone going up towards the ceiling, nice straight arms. Now your heels don't have to touch. And then I want you to kind of think about looking at your belly button. So we're taking that tuck of the chin. That feels so nice for the neck, the back of the legs. And then let's draw our knees back down to the mat. And we'll sit back. And we'll go through that one more time just so you can kind of put all of that together and be ready to check something off of your list. So if you've got your mat folded, let's go ahead and lengthen the mat out. I know for me, something that I checked off my list was making the last 2 medical appointments that I needed to make for the year, and I got that done. So those appointments are later this week. So dermatologist was one, and eye doctor. So it's nice to be able to check that off of my list. All right, so let's have those feet hip distance apart, mountain pose. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Are you someone that checks off things on your list? Do you write things down just to mark them off? I know I do that. Inhale, flat back. Fingertips come down. Let's step our right foot back, runner's lunge. We'll lower that right knee down. Inhale, arms coming up. This time, let's draw the hips forward, and we'll pull those elbows wide to the side. Looking up, breathe. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands frame your left foot, curl your right toes, lift your right knee, bring that right foot forward, and reverse, arms coming up. Inhale. Exhale, hands coming down to heart center. Other side. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Fingertips come down. Left foot steps back. Lower the knee. Flatten the top of your foot on that left side. Inhale, arms coming up. Nice side body stretch. And then let's take those hips forward, elbows wide to the side. Inhale, arms coming up. Fingertips coming down. This time we're just going to bring that right knee down to the mat, and we'll come into that camel pose. So we'll inhale, arms coming up. I'm going to curl my toes. Exhale, arms coming down. And we'll take those fingertips pointing down, hips drawing forward, and then set that gaze as it goes up your wall and breathe. Nice. Let's come out of this. So we'll flatten the tops of our feet and then sink the hips back, taking the arms forward into your child's pose. Soften the elbows. The forehead comes down. And we'll stack our hands on our fists. So we kind of blended that high crescent lunge with our low lunge when our knee was down. And so we kind of skipped that standing. We can always come back to that. No worries on that. And then let's draw the body back up. If that's something that you want to incorporate, that high crescent lunge, just remember to have those feet at your railroad tracks, not balance feet. All right, let's come all the way down onto our mat. We'll come onto our backs. And I want to just do a bridge pose just to kind of get those hips to have a really nice stretch today before you go on your way and check that thing off of your list that maybe has been bugging you. So let's have those arms by our side, palms facing down. We're going to draw the heels in close to the glutes. And then let's go ahead and lift our hips up off of the mat. We're peeling each vertebrae. Your knees stay nice and parallel, and the hips are going up. We're going to lower down one vertebrae at a time. Our hips are the last to come down. And take a breath here. We'll do that one more time. Just a wonderful front body stretch here. So we'll peel the hips up off of the mat, tucking the chin, and sending the hips up. Coming onto the shoulders for support. And then lower down one vertebrae at a time. Hips are the last to come down. And then a nice counter pose to this is just hugging those knees in. So we'll let the hands come onto the kneecaps, draw the knees in. We'll make some circles in one direction and then some circles in another direction. Coming onto your side body for side body support, we'll make our way up to a seated posture, coming onto our mat. And then joining me in a comfortable seated posture. That could be cross-legged, or maybe you have your legs extended. So thinking about our chest opener today, we did our low lunge where we expanded our elbows out to the side. We did camel pose, which is another wonderful heart opener. That high crescent lunge where we were standing is always just so nice. And then our bridge pose for a nice front body stretch, as well as downward facing dog. Can't forget that one. That one's so good for total body awareness. So I hope that today you are ready and motivated to tackle that thing on your list that maybe needs to go on your list. You can write it and then cross it off right away, but taking care of that thing that maybe you've just been putting off. So if you like these type of videos, these are meant to be for real people, for real life, getting your motivation in, getting that mindful movement in. And so the subscription is free. You just hit the subscribe button, and I would love to see you here with more videos and joining me with time on your mat, time for yourself. It's always such a gift. So let's end our time together with gratitude. We'll draw our arms by our side. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Hands can come down to heart center. We'll close out our time today with gratitude for our breath, gratitude for our bodies, and gratitude for this life. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day.